What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. It's Scott here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and smash that like button. So if you have been following the channel, you know we went to New York about a month ago, and I learned a lot when it came to going to New York, and it was an amazing experience, great time. I figured I might share some knowledge if you're ever planning to go to New York City. So I also wanted to mention that this advice is gonna be strictly related to Manhattan area. I know there are so many other areas in New York outside of Manhattan, but we actually primarily stayed in Manhattan, so I wanted to give advice on if you are staying in that area as well. So this is pretty much everything you should know before you go shopping in New York. Enough about that, let's get on to the video. First off, right off the bat, I need to let you all know, do not go to New York City in the summer if you're trying to go shopping. That is the worst time. It is super hot, super humid, and you are gonna be having a sweat shower every day. So that was the big mistake that we made. We went during the summer and it was crazy hot. Lots of us were complaining every day, and it was just a really tough experience and kind of ruined the vibe a little, but it was still a great time. I would definitely recommend going during the springtime or late fall. So those are probably great times just because it's a lot cooler and less humid, and you're gonna be able to enjoy the experience a lot more. So next thing you gotta know is you gotta be prepared to be walking a lot. Even if you are utilizing the metro system, there's still a lot of walking involved. Compared to other cities, there are so many stores, so many options. So you can take the metro to a certain area like Soho, but you're gonna be walking all around because the stores stretch out pretty far and wide, and there are so many that you are gonna be hitting up. I love shopping, and I honestly actually got kind of tired of shopping just because there were so many stores, so many places to go, and also the humidity from the summer did not help my mood at all when it came to walking around. So next up, you definitely want to learn the metro system and also learn an idea of how it works, as well as the destinations that you need to go to. Being able to read a map will absolutely help you. There are people in the train station that will actually be around and they'll help navigate you to help you get to where you need to go, but the routes can be a little confusing if you are not used to it, so I definitely recommend learning a little bit about how it works. So if you're trying to get off in Soho area, good spots to get off would probably be like Prince Street or Canal Street. Those are just a few stops that are really good depending on where you want to go. When it comes to Fifth Avenue, I don't really quite remember the exact stop that we took, but if you look on Google Maps, you can look at the transit options and just look at stops that are really close to it. But Times Square is like walking distance from Fifth, so you could technically get off at Times Square, but it's really just up to you. So the metro system, definitely would recommend using it. It's very helpful and quite affordable. So compared to like Ubering or Lyfting everywhere where you could get stuck in traffic and end up paying a lot more, you could take the transit and the week pass is only 30 bucks. Compared to paying for other types of traveling, you could save a lot by just paying only 30 bucks for 7 whole days. That's what we ended up doing. We did of course end up Lyfting and Ubering sometimes just because like I was feeling lazy and didn't really want to deal with the heat. But the metro system is something you should definitely utilize. Something that's also important is you should know the destinations that you are going to be going to so you can plan your day accordingly. The two main shopping districts that you would definitely want to hit up are Soho area or Fifth Ave. Those are the two main places that you would definitely want to go shopping, and they have so many stores, so many options, affordable and luxury. It really just depends on what you're looking for, but Soho has so many options when it comes to streetwear. They have consignment shops like Soul Stage, Urban Necessities. They even got the Cave down there. They also do have a bunch of designer areas like Balenciaga, Watches of Switzerland, even Gucci. They have limitless options. So once you get to the area, you can kind of just look on your phone, kind of figure out which stores you want to hit, or you could just walk around and explore. It's really just up to you. For Fifth, I would say that's more catered to like luxury items. They do have Bloomingdale's, Saks Fifth, and also Barney's. The Barney's was crazy in Fifth. I think that's the flagship shop. It had like 10 floors. It was crazy huge. It was a dope experience checking it out. Saks Fifth had a really nice interior as well. And even if you aren't trying to buy all these luxury items, I would highly recommend checking out these shops because they look really cool inside. Honestly, a completely different world. So even if you just kind of like check them out and just window shop, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Also on Fifth, they do have an amazing Uniqlo shop. I know I've done so many videos with Uniqlo. If you are looking to spend money on a budget and get the fire pieces, Uniqlo is a definite must go to. They have a huge shop. The interior of the shop is amazing, and they have a wide variety, great options, and they also do have a huge Nike store right next to it. It's a really nice, convenient area to shop for anyone. So another tip that I got for you guys is you should definitely try to go shopping during the weekdays. So the weekends can be quite busy. There are a lot of shops you might end up actually waiting in line. When it came to the weekend, we actually ended up waiting in line for certain shops, and it was killer because it was super hot and humid and we just were not having it. And I will also mention, if you do go to Balenciaga in Soho, you're gonna have to wait in line because they only allow a certain amount of people in the store at a time. There are some shops like that, so just keep that in mind. If you are shopping on the weekdays, it's just a more pleasant experience. You don't have to deal with as many people or even waiting in line, because we ended up not waiting in line at all when it came to the weekdays. Lastly, I want to mention, so if you are shopping, you're most likely gonna get thirsty or hungry. So there is so much good food in New York City, I can't even begin to explain. I have just touched the surface when it came to food. We only stayed there for a week, so I want to go back and explore so much more. But there are main areas like Little Italy, Koreatown, and even Chinatown that have a wide variety of amazing food, so you have so many options. Those are just some places I would definitely recommend. There's also Milk and also Boba Guys. There's just so many places that you can just look up on the internet. I just wanted to mention a few for you guys, just in case if you are in the area and want to shop and also eat good food. Alright, so that's gonna wrap it up for the video. Let me know what you guys think of the tips that I've given, and let me know if you guys are gonna be traveling to New York, or if you have been to New York or even lived there. It's an amazing place. I would highly recommend visiting if you are even in the States or out of states. New York is definitely worth the trip. We had an amazing time over there, and yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for the video. Make sure you guys stay tuned for more content. Until next time, I'll see y'all in the next one.